Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. The Anambra State new governor, Soludo, has decided not to make the same mistake that the former governor, Willie Obiano, made, which has landed him in the net of the EFCC. And what is the mistake? Allowing talks, or call them touts, to manage the issue of collection of revenue in Anambra State, which resulted to misappropriation of funds to the tune of 1 trillion naira, according to one of the inter-society organization who have proven it with evidence which they intend to bring out. And now, when Anambra State Governor, new Anambra State Governor Soludo, had all of these, he decided to stop the activities of this tout, especially in the area of collection of revenue. But shockingly, the touts have also brazen up, as they do not want to let go of that opportunity, as they are currently fighting with the tax collector. You'll get to hear what one of them did to one of the taxpayers today. I'm talking about the touts who are involved in revenue collection in Anambra. So what they did to a taxpayer today. And you're also going to hear what the position of the police in respect to this. But before we give you full details, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon, so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, Anambra State Police Command has said it has begun immediate implementation of the directive of the state governor, Professor Soludo, to rid Anambra of revenue touts. Soludo, while speaking to residents of Okpoko, a slum near Onitsha, had abolished all manner of touting, especially as it has to do with revenue collection. In a press release by the State Police Command spokesperson, DSP Tochukwu Ikenga, the command said it is ready to carry out the directive. According to the release wrote, he said that the Commissioner of Police, Anambra Command, CP Echeng has given the marching orders to the head of tactical unit, divisional police officers, DPOs, and head of department HODs across the command to strictly enforce the pronouncement by Anambra State government on ban on touting and self-acclaimed revenue collectors in the state. The CP, who gave these orders today, the 20th day of March 2022, at the Anambra Police Command Headquarters, Aka, enjoined the officers to ensure full compliance with the order, especially at motor parks and other designated places within the state. He said the CP also warned all persons who engage in touting and other unlawful act to desist forthwith, as the police and other security agents have been deployed around the state to arrest and bring to justice anyone caught flouting this order. He said CP Echeng reaffirmed the commitment of the command towards crime prevention, restoration of law and order, while enjoining Anambra people and all the residents of the state to be vigilant and security conscious at all times, and to report all suspicious movement to the police. Meanwhile, in another related development, a gang of touts have their Soludo revenue order, as on Sunday they descended heavily on an unidentified tricyclist for reportedly refusing to pay daily collection of 200 naira at the park where he operated in Oka, Anambra State. The victim was said to have refused to part with the money following its ban by the new governor of the state, Professor Soludo. Soludo had, during his inauguration on Thursday, banned all forms of touting and cash payment of taxes in the state. An eyewitness who identified himself as Frank Akman said that the touts, numbering 3, accosted the tricyclist and requested him to pay them the usual 200 naira all tricyclists pay at the pit park before first loading. But the tout insisted and told him they were not ready for such joke, boasting to have survived similar policies during Obiano's administration. He added that the angry tout forcefully pulled the cyclist out of his tricycle and threw punches on his face, resulting in swollen cheek and all of that. Meanwhile, the commissioner of police have promised to deal with such persons who carry out such acts. I mean, this is one of the things that going to make the administration of administration of Soludo, Professor Soludo, very tough, especially at the start. That's why anything that you don't want to smell, please, or you don't want to eat, please do well not to smell it, because that's the situation right now. These guys have been allowed to tout around, collect revenue, and they do not even, remit this revenue to the appropriate authorities. They just feel that it is their right to be walking around with pot bellies, and they see people who are struggling to make ends meet. They demand you to pay tax, and those taxes, they don't remit it. They put it in their pocket and walk away. I mean, these are some of the issues that Soludo will have to deal with in Anambra State. And looking at the report that was submitted by that inter-society organization, it's a pointer to the fact that there was that resilience was not there during the administration of Obiano, allowing people who are not supposed to handle money to handle money. And the unfortunate thing is that Obiano is even a professional. He's an accountant, a chartered accountant for that matter, who has grown to the position of a fellow in accounting. You understand? And he has worked in a bank. He should understand the internal control measure that should have been put in place to ensure that those boys do not do those things. And right now, I don't know how the police force are going to really help him, because they must help to, forestall order once again when it comes to tax collection. And I mean, that may also bring about so much fight and so much war, but he needs to stand his ground. Talking about Soludo now, he needs to stand his ground, make use of security agencies, pick up the boys if there is need for it. Though I know that the repercussion may likely be a case of, case of something like increasing crime. Because when those things are taken out of their mouth, before you know, they will resort to other areas of, dealing with people, tax collector, because for them, it is their right. So you taking their right away from them is like, man, you've taken food out of their mouth, and they will fight it with everything they've got. So right now, it's not going to be a funny one for him. I don't know why Obiano had to allow all those things to strive well in that town. But right now, a new guy is on board, central bank manager, a former central bank manager for that matter, and he's going to make sure not even a penny gets into the hand of any undeserving person, And at this point, I feel that it should be the case of handing it over to contractors. Those contractors who should be given targets which they need to meet on a daily basis, or maybe on a monthly basis. They remit it, and from there you will know how to handle. Because I know that at this point, trying to strengthen the Anambra internal revenue service, it will be a little bit very difficult, being that he has a lot of things to do. But however, I feel that he is up to the task and will not stop at fighting this tout. But the truth is that the tout must be stopped if he will have to enjoy, free flow of funds in his coffers, and using those funds to do great things for a number of people. We'd like to leave it there. Go to our comment section. Let's interact. What do you think will be the situation in Anambra State the next few days? Do you think this issue of police going after this illegal tax collector will trigger more trouble for the newly inaugurated governor of Anambra State? Let's interact in our comment section. Thank you very much, and stay tuned.